Bob, we've gotten a lot of rain in the past 2 days, I would say, and more to come possibly?
Yeah, more to come. And if we hadn't gotten to this pattern change, we would still be very dry with that west wind, but things have changed. I want to let people know, yesterday at this time we were talking about the European forecast model and how it was indicating we may see a tropical storm in the Gulf of Mexico and maybe a tropical low off the southeast coast of Florida. Well, the European model has backed off on that, so it looks like we'll still see a tropical wave. What that means for us is more rainfall and not as much wind. Now, we weren't expecting much anyway, as I said last night. Even if it were to develop, it wouldn't be that big of a deal for us. And even now, it's going to be a bigger deal for rain. That's what I thought, for the most part, that's what it would be. So, again, we'll keep an eye on it. You have to realize that we're nearing the peak of hurricane season. The official day is September 10th, and anything can happen very quickly. We saw that last year with Emily. It wasn't even on the charts or on the scope of the Hurricane Center. And then less than 12 hours, we had a tropical storm in the Gulf of Mexico. So having watched these things brew over the past 33 years, I know that sometimes you may not get the warning that you think you might get when it comes to these systems. So we'll watch this wave move over us pretty quickly. Casey Key, Fred Seeger getting that, and a lot of moisture still moving in over South Florida at this hour, which indicates that the atmosphere is pretty juiced up down there. For us, it's rather quiet, but we're going to steady southeast wind tomorrow, and a little sea breeze will once again fire off the storms like we showed you earlier. As far as the rainfall amounts go, you can see some pretty heavy weather from Inglewood up into Osprey today. Also in Bradenton, we had over 2 inches of rainfall in just a short period of time, causing Manatee Avenue to flooded parts. 2.7 inches right there just north of Inglewood, south of Venice. 1.3 near Nokomis, and it's really, the heavy rain has been around for about 5 days now. 5 days from beginning actually on Friday and continuing over the weekend and today. 2.7 near Stoner Road right there near Davenport Terrace, also getting over 2 inches of rainfall. It looks like we'll see heavier rain again tomorrow across parts of the Suncoast. There is right there Manatee Avenue, and you can see near Northwest Bradenton over 2 inches of rainfall. Not as much in downtown Bradenton, but a bigger amount as well into Wauchula. So here we go again. Tomorrow we'll start off real nice. Maybe some clouds, some debris clouds in the morning like we saw today. Then the showers and storms will start to fire up in the afternoon. Some of those could turn severe. I know we've had some severe weather to the north of us as far as the warnings go. That means winds up to 60 miles an hour. But we had a wind gust up to 55 just north of Egmont Key just around 5 o'clock this afternoon. Now, Friday looks to be the same with some heavier storms developing in the afternoon and evening. So some of the games may be disrupted like we saw last week. And that pattern doesn't go away. It's going to stay with us Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. Now, there is some dry air to the east of us. As some of that may work in, so it may not be as widespread of a rainfall like we saw today, but there'll still be some big storms around. We're watching this system also coming off the coast of Africa right now. There's a chance of developing into a tropical disturbance here and tropical storm down the road, but that's way out there in the Atlantic. This is the wave we're talking about right here. This is going to continue to move off toward the west-northwest, and the European forecast model doesn't show that closed low at this point. It gets close to it, so this model, if it shifts tomorrow, there certainly could be something there. And then it moves off into the Gulf where the water temperatures are in the 90s and has a chance of possibly developing into something down the road. I wouldn't be too surprised if indeed something did pop up there. The GFS still shows a wave moving through. The next storm would be Florence at this point. So we'll keep an eye on it for you right here. As far as the boating goes, tomorrow, east winds throughout the afternoon, early afternoon, then a west coast sea breeze develops late in the day, a light chop on the bays and inland waters. As far as the 7-day forecast goes, then we are looking for a good chance for scattered storms riding in through the weekend and even beyond for the holiday weekend into Labor Day. A good chance for showers and storms. We'll still be watching the tropics. Looks like that tropical wave will be near us on Tuesday and Wednesday, increasing the rainfall coverage across the west coast of Florida. Jacqueline?
Bob, thank you.